It started on the night with a starry sky, just me and my sis and no fear in her eye. We didn't know yet what was slipping away, so we laughed, played games and called it a day. We crawled into bed like we always did, but in the dark of the night a monster hid.
I woke with a chill and something felt wrong. I looked at her blanket but she was gone. I crept through the dark with a pounding chest, my heart racing fast and no time to rest. In the next room was a portal swirling and wide. I had no time to think, so I just stepped inside. One blink and the world had turned upside down. A giant tree in the clouds, but no sign of my own town. The king's servant welcomed me, grinning from ear to ear, and said, "Welcome, young master, there's no need to fear." He seemed a bit cheeky and also pretty sly, then brought me to the king, high up in the sky. The king looked wise with some doubt in his eyes. He said, "Evil has risen, so a hero must rise. You have been chosen, the stars are aligned, and this is your friend, so a slime was assigned." I gave it a nod and the bond became real. It might not be strong, but its heart is made of steel. The king watched with a smile, then opened a gate. He said, "Bravery is when you challenge your fate. Each portal ahead holds monsters and trials, through forest and caves, across endless of miles. If I want to see my sister, I've got to explore and face all the monsters behind each and every door." My courage ignited and my heart opened wide, so I stepped through the gate with my slime by my side. First gate, first boss, a heel slime appeared. He didn't look much, but was actually feared. He kept healing himself like a cheating pro, but when I dropped the beat, I finished the show. Then there was a dragon which loved to sleep, supposed to guard a princess in its medieval keep. The princess told me that I wasn't tall enough, but we battled the dragon and we battled rough. Next game, next clash, the golem stood tall. His fists were like boulders and built like a wall. He roared like thunder and was ready to brawl, but with the help of some magic, the giant would fall. To open new gates, I had to enter the ring, fight in the arena to prove I'm the king. The crowd was roaring and eager for a fight. The battles were not easy and brutally tight. Now the next portal awaits with beasts to tame. I was facing the darkness, then a wall made of flame. Three demons raging, setting fire to a town. I have to stand my ground or the city goes down. Strategy is key, so our moves were precise. Our monsters healed themselves because they were wise. Before we could take on Duran in the last fight, a dark warrior stepped into the light. I didn't even know what to say. He was just like me, but in a twisted way. He sold his soul just to become strong. He was not quite evil, but lost in the dark for too long. We struck him down, but it was his words that really hurt. He said, "Don't follow my path, for here's a lesson that I learned. I gave my life and my soul just to win the fight, but I never knew love, so don't you lose your light." At last we stood before Duran's throne. He sure was a menace, but I was not alone. The air was so thick that silence fell loud. I looked in his mirror and asked, "What's this about?" I saw my own reflection, clear and true, and realized the toughest fight lies within you. I beat him down, just like my own pride. First defeat your ego, then win the fight. At last it was done, he last great foe was beat, but without Millie the dragon's quest is still incomplete. The final goal was now clear and bright. We had to win the starry tournament's fight, but who is this standing in our way? Can it be true that Millie came to play? Well, I guess you sometimes have to face your own to keep them safe and make it back home.
We fought and I won, the battle was done. At last we're reunited and two became one.
The journey's end is finally here. We made our way despite all fear. We have seen a lot and grown on the way, but there's still more to see if you choose to stay.